Welcome to the Soca Chronicles. Soca Chronicles with Sharns and RKO.
Welcome to the show, Kyng Moses. Things Soca Mas.
Kyng Moses on the track.
Hey.
Yes.
Exactly. There you are. So
Yes.
I've done my research
Oh yeah.
because I do my research. You know, I like doing
Yeah.
it. And actually, I found that you started in the soca scene in 2020, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, 2020 is when I started, yes.
Oh wow.
But
Yes.
before that, you had a different life, I think.
Yes, I was a professional boxer slash former Olympian boxer.
Wow.
Exactly. That's a
Yeah.
whole different thing.
Trust me, that's mad.
Yeah, it's a whole different world.
Exactly. But I think it's great. So what made you switch? Because you were doing good, I think. You went to the 2008 Beijing Olympics.
Yes. Well, for just knowledge sake, I was the first person in history to go to the Olympics with only 9 fights.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you must have been really, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, I only started boxing in 2004.
Way.
Oh, stop it.
Yeah.
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 That is
Yeah,
amazing.
So it's just a lot of hard work. Like I put in a lot of time, just as how I do music. You know,
Yes. Yes.
Putting
Exactly.
a lot of hard work. So hard
I
work
think-
do, you know.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's actually a great way to start in the music scene as well. That because people might underestimate the amount of work you have to put in.
100%.
And
Yeah.
coming from, with that background, you have the discipline, you have the drive to just push it and keep pushing it. Even if you face, if it's not going right the first time or whatever, you keep going because discipline.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, the thing is, it's a lot of ups and downs. Highs and lows. It's with everything that you do.
Yeah.
So I take it as a lesson, and I just keep on pushing forward. But with the whole music thing, after I stopped boxing in 20, I think I stopped boxing in 2016.
Yeah.
Okay.
As a professional, then I just I was training people after that, and then I decided that when I went to Grenada in 2019, my uncle, who is a former musician as well, and also like I come from a background of people who are also musicians.
Right. Yeah.
If you guys know Inspector is my uncle as well.
Oh
Hey,
wow.
Double A, give me competition.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the first song that comes in mind.
Yeah, so he's my uncle as well, and I'm kind of related to Ledneck and Mandela Links. Some ways.
Stung in the meat.
Yeah,
Put
Yeah,
your
so-
job
Oh,
on
me
me
too.
tombstone.
So I told my uncle in 2019, before he passed away in 2020, that I was going to start doing music. And
Yeah.
as I say, some people had some bad experience during COVID. I had a great experience because COVID helped me discover soca and music.
Okay.
So it actually gave me some time to actually sit and figure out what I want to do next. So it's pretty much
Yeah.
life.
I really love to hear that because, like you said, it's been all negativity for the last 2 years.
Yep.
But hearing that, this also has a positive side for a few, it makes me happy because,
Definitely.
we have an upcoming, soca star right now. So
Yeah.
if that's what it takes, then I'm happy.
Yeah.
But we were there actually in 2019.
Yeah, we were in Grenada in 2019.
You guys were? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. For Carnival.
Yeah.
Wish I'd seen you there because I was there too.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh,
It might have been, it might have been the same places.
I could have whined on you and you don't even know.
That would have been a great story right now.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's amazing.
Oh, man. Good
Yeah.
times. Good times.
So basically, what I'm hearing is that you were doing the boxing. It was pretty successful. But then you took a break. You went to see family in Grenada, and that's where you discovered actually more of a latent passion that was coming out. Is that correct? What I'm saying?
Yeah, that's because one night my uncle was playing the guitar,
Ah.
and I was singing some words to the guitar, just kind of freestyling, and he's like, "But you really need to take music a little bit more serious, you know. And ever since I was a kid, like my whole, like my mom, everybody played music in the house, you know. I was really big into hip hop, you know.
Okay.
Like freestyle battles. I used to battle all the time, guys, in my school, everywhere, you know.
Yeah.
So that's where some of the lyrical part came from, you know, because just battles, you know.
Yeah.
You know. But you know, Grenada 2019 was a really, it was kind of eye opening, you know. And it's like,
I can imagine.
it was kind of like a you get this warm feeling, you know, inside you when something that, you know, I say, okay, you know what, I'm gonna give it all, you know, try my best and do it. So
Nice.
That's it. And I think it's absolutely amazing that you feel that warm feeling so much that makes you say, okay, you know what, I have a thing going on for me which I enjoy, which I like, but this thing can be much, you know, bigger and better and more fun probably as well.
Yeah.
And you make the step, because actually that's another thing that not many people do, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think we both been there to a point where you have to choose, you know, am I going to stay with my steady job, or am I going to actually put more time in music and other stuff? It's a hard choice to make, you know?
It is. It's a very hard choice because, I mean, don't get me wrong. Boxing is a very tough sport. It has ups and downs. It has, it's politics as everything, you know. But to be honest with you, you know, it was just like I just needed. Music was always been my passion. Like I'll tell you guys a story. When I was a kid, I used to sing in choirs and stuff like that. And
Oh wow,
nice.
And then this girl who liked me actually told me in grade 8 that I couldn't sing, so I stopped singing.
Oh no!
Whoa!
You let her sabotage your progress. No way.
Oh, that's so sad.
Do you still speak to her by any chance?
No, but
good.
I'm hoping that she's seeing me right now.
Yeah,
exactly.
Because that wasn't very nice.
But it worked out in the end.
Yeah, exactly.
It worked out.
It worked out in the end. You know, so
yeah, that's awesome.
Better late than never. It's hard.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
Nothing happens before it's time.
Exactly.
That's what I believe.
I like that. Yeah. But you're not just a soca artist, I think. You're also making Afrobeats, dancehall.
Well, the thing is, I did Afrobeats.
Yeah.
I have a couple. Actually, to be honest with you, I have a lot of Afrobeat songs.
Okay.
But I've only released only the one because I kind of wanted to release an Afrobeat EP.
Oh, nice.
And I'm also working on a soca album as well.
Oh, nice.
The dancehall thing is not really, I guess some people call it dancehall, but it's more like zest.
Oh, zest, yeah. I love a bit of zest, me.
Yeah. You do. I know you do.
Yeah, believe me, I have a monster coming out in the next week or so. It's gonna be big.
Hey,
in the next week. This is recorded.
You guys
before
know,
I was gonna say it's recorded before we're actually gonna air it. So otherwise, I wanted to have the exclusive.
You know what? I will send you the exclusive right now.
Hey, we can post it. Yeah, we can post it. That's nice. Thanks, man.
That's
amazing.
That fact is gonna be a problem. It's gonna be big.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. So, but I am wondering though, because what I'm used now, you see artists branching out as well, right?
Yeah.
But what I'm curious to is that I know soca is quite a closed market, if you know what I mean.
Very niche.
Yeah, first of all, it's niche, it's small, but then also it's already populated with quite some big names that somehow, how can I say this?
Like they dominate the scene, basically.
They dominate it, but they also make sure they keep dominating it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're actively doing it, but it's it's how it is.
Yeah.
If you hear a new Marshall, you will click immediately to play it.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless if it's anybody else, you're like, who's that? I don't know.
Who's that?
Marshall? Exactly.
I know as well. I really appreciate you and Sean's, because you guys give up and coming artists a chance, and to play the music out there, because you know what, there's a lot of music in this world.
Yeah,
exactly.
But just that a lot of DJs only play people that they're familiar with.
Exactly. And we're trying, we're trying, and we're just a small podcast. We're doing small things in the DJ world, but even if it's just a few people who we spread the music to, there's way too much good music, to just just wait for the next Marshall release. And don't get me wrong, I love Marshall. Don't let me be some salty guy who's not like, oh,
he's the monk.
yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm listening to him every single day almost, but I'm also part of the problem in that way. Yeah. But what I was wondering, right? Is that a reason for you to also expand your horizon beyond soca, or is it because you also have a passion for Afrobeats and it's just more of a feeling thing that you're like, oh, I like this music genre and I want to be part of it, as do I want to be of soca and any other thing. It's just music, Yeah. Well, is it that, or yeah?
Well, the thing is, to be honest with you, I grew up on listening to all kinds of music. Like my mom used to play all kind of music in the house, so I grew up on listening to everything, like from country, rock, you name it. I listened to everything.
Nice,
in the house.
Yeah. Good background.
Yeah. So for me, I wanted to do something different in soca. Like, if you guys listen to my songs, like I always have a concept and I stick to the concept.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And I try to bring like a different kind of feel. Like I don't want, like, the kind of music I want to make is not music that you only listen around Carnival. I want you to listen to it all year round.
Of course.
That's another discussion. That's a whole nother discussion about seasonal music,
Yeah.
That's a good point you're making there. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the point. That's the reason why I try to make music like differently from all the other soca artists who just and I don't do it only for just because I'm from Grenada, I don't make music for Grenada.
Right.
I make
music,
you know what I mean? And my topics that I choose can relate to anybody going through something or whatever it is.
Exactly.
There's something in the song that they can relate to,
Yeah.
So
that makes sense.
why I can't really stick to one genre. I just I go from zest to soca to jab to
exactly.
And you did parang as well.
You did parang, yes.
I was like, yo.
I was not expecting it at all, to be honest. Because this is, you're right. You're right to diversify, because if you would say like, oh, I'm from Grenada, I would expect only jabs for some weird reason in my head.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think that's limiting of me to think about that. When is there more jobs coming out from this guy? Because that's just a weird way of thinking for me. I think
true.
Yeah, so I don't want to be one of those artists. I mean, I take a lot of pride in my concepts and the way I stick to them. The way I write, because I write music every day. Like I write at least maybe 3 songs. Wow. And even think I have books, literally. In those pages, they say 360 pages.
Oh, wow!
You can release a song every day.
Yeah, literally every day of the year.
All full. So like I have about 3 books right now that's full. I've recorded probably up to 90 songs right now. I've only released 7.
Yeah. So actually, that brings me to another question then, because when RKO was a small boy. I also did some producing hip hop actually, and I remember working with a rapper, and he always had inspiration. He would record songs day and night. He would have a library full of music. But what happens then is that you keep chasing the best song, so you don't release the ones you have, because you're like, oh, but I actually came up with this idea, and I want to have that released. But by the time you finished it, you came up with 2 more great ideas.
Yeah.
So it became a risk of not releasing anything, because you're always in pursuit of perfection.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Is that something that you've experienced as well, or is that because that actually might be the the discipline downside, basically, because you always want to be better. You always want to take out the best in yourself, I guess.
Yes. Well, the thing that I did, to be honest with you, I always go back to some of my songs. So even like even if I have to go back and tighten up some lyrics.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So I always, the term that my uncle used, he said, if you forget music, music will forget you.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
So I always go back to my old songs and I write like even like some of the songs I'm releasing now, like Mario.
Yeah.
Mario was written in 2019.
Wow.
Oh. But you know,
So at least you're not scared to release older songs. I like that because
literally it was this December, just before 2020. I wrote in 2019 when I came back from Grenada.
right.
Okay,
You know,
That's amazing. Yeah, but I think that's good because, like I said, I think it was a bit of a. I don't know the English word now. I'm thinking of the Dutch word, which is a valkuil, which means it's like a trap door. It's like you have something that could be a trap for you to set you up for failure.
Oh,
Because
okay.
yeah.
yes.
But yeah, I mean that's good that you at least you go back and you pick out what you like, even if it is older and you have made better music. You still release it because there's plenty of listeners out there, I guess.
Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely, yeah.
Big audience.
So you also made some rhythms. You also appeared on some rhythms.
Yes.
Is that a difficult thing to make happen for you as an up and coming artist?
To be honest with you, guys, I bust my ass.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
I think but yeah.
To be honest with you, I when you love something that you're doing so much, like to be honest with you, like I'll be on Instagram sending people my music.
Yeah.
You know, tagging people, like going through the email, calling people, like, because they always say the squeaky wheel gets the grease,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. I like that. Yeah.
So I keep on bugging people, bugging producers, this and that. And I say, hey, put me in this rhythm, put me in this,
Yeah.
And finally, I got some rhythms, and I just like every rhythm I get, I try to do my best on them. I try to get,
of course.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter who's on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Actually, that's another thing. Like, actually, that's the whole rhythm discussion. I think we need to save for another time because there's a big discussion about looking off a rhythm for other artists to perform on, for a hand-picked artist on a rhythm.
Yeah.
Because I can imagine as a rising soca star, I'm gonna keep that term in now.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, exactly. If you're on the same rhythm as a Problem Child, Marshall, and Patrice Robert, then you probably think like, well, fuck. I'm not allowed to say it, but F.
Look, you can swear. It's fine. It's my
fuck.
resolution. I can't swear. That's all it is.
I'll feel bad because I know that my song will be the fourth in line, regardless of how good it is.
Yeah.
Exactly. And you know what? And I see that happen a lot. But for some other reason with me, the last one on the rhythm there, the Legends rhythm.
With Lava Man.
And the song, Lava Man, them, I was surprised to see my song just kind of jet past a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, this is great. People loving what I'm actually doing,
Yeah,
exactly.
So,
and that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's really good, So like any rhythm I'm on, as I said, I bring my best,
of course.
Like I have the mentality that it doesn't matter who it is, I'm gonna just destroy this rhythm.
Yeah.
That's it. Mash it up.
Exactly.
Oh my.
Exactly. I love it. Yeah, I think that's the right mindset anyway.
Definitely.
You can't be waiting for success to happen. You need to take destiny by
the horns.
That's it.
Grab the bull by its horns.
Exactly.
And you chase your dreams.
And it relates back to me in boxing. Like I wanted to be the best at what I did.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
But I spend the extra hours doing whatever. Like I remember when my last son was born, like I was literally up till 4 a.m. writing music.
Oh wow.
You know what I mean?
That's dedication.
Because I stayed up with him when he was born. Like he has a time whereas he's up at 10.
Yeah.
And he stays up and he wouldn't go to sleep until 4 or 5.
Wow.
So the whole time I'll be up with him, writing music, listening to beats, feeding him, doing whatever.
That's amazing. I remember those days when I had sessions like that, and that's are the best memories. Like especially if something comes out that is, is pure fire. You're like, oh, we did it.
Yeah.
You did it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's such a good feeling. Absolutely, and it's even better when then you release it and people are like, oh, this is good music. That's just tops it up again. It's like, oh.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
That's it. So we put together our top 3 songs that you've made. Okay. So can you guess what number 1 is? Let me see if you get it. What did we put as number 1?
Let me see. Playing Mass, I know that's your favorite.
Of course, yeah. Definitely. So tell us a bit about Playing Mass. Like how did it come about, you writing the song? Was there any inspiration that you had? Just talk to us a little bit about the song.
Well, playing mass, it was of course during COVID, and
Mm-hmm.
no one could go anywhere. So
Yeah.
the one thing on my mind was like, I wish I was in Grenada just playing mass.
Yep.
I think we all have the same feeling.
Yeah.
So that's where the idea come from. You know what I mean? And I had this vision in my head where like, forget COVID, let's all dress up and just go outside and just play a mass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then people will be like, yo, what are you doing? I'm playing mass.
Yeah.
So that's where that whole concept came from.
Yeah.
Like, if someone was to rub up down the street.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And you work together with someone on this. I think the chorus is sung by a lady as well, right?
Yeah.
Yes. To be honest with you, I look for very unique voices. When I do my music, I look for unique voices so they can out. And that was actually my brother's girlfriend.
Oh, was it?
Wow.
She never sang a note in her life.
Oh wow!
No way.
And it sticks. That's why I like about the song as well. It sticks, Like I don't know. Oh, I'm singing the entire time. It's like
you're ruining it. Stop.
I'm sorry. I know I can't sing. I've never sung a note in my life as well. But I will not be recording other things than podcasts. Don't worry about it.
That's funny.
But it's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Her voice. I listened to her voice and said, "Hey, you know what? I think your voice could work for the song."
Yeah.
So I brought it to the studio, and the producer said, "Hey, just do your best, just sing."
Yeah.
And it turned out great. She did a good job.
100% it did.
It did. Absolutely.
Yeah. Love it.
So by now, everybody must wonder what we're talking about. So let's play the song and have a listen.
K Frost, big up Ozzy Gurley, Kyng Moses on the track, and I'm not taking a pass. Things of a must.
I don't know, boy, what you doing?
We playing mass. When you back it up on the gaga mel, you get me hard like a turtle shell. I put in work on your bumper well until you tell me to go to hell.
I don't know,
boy, what you doing?
we playing mass.
When you back it up on the gaga mel, you get me hard like a turtle shell. I put in work on your bumper well until you tell me to go to hell. Just like Cricks, I did in the mix. I go give you good, you go get your fix. Jab never follow no code. We dirty in the road. Charcoal and oil, walk you till you spoil. Jab inside a stroller, just like a ayatollah. Panty and a frock, winding down just like a clock. Putting wood in your bus of shot, sugar cane like Shane Mosley. Pork fat and the Josie, and I kinda wanna get cozy.
I don't know,
boy, what you doing?
we playing mass.
When you back it up on the gaga mel, you get me hard like a turtle shell. I put in work on your bumper well until you tell me to go to hell.
I don't know, boy, what you doing?
We playing mass. When you back it up on the gaga mel, you get me hard like a turtle shell. I put in work on your bumper well until you tell me to go to hell.
Right. So number 2. All right. Let me see if you can guess. Guess number 2.
Will be Over.
Oh my, nah, you've seen this, innit?
I sent
You've
the email.
seen this, innit? I'm like, what?
She's magical right now, eh?
Oh my days. Oh, you not fooled me. You not fooled me. There's me thinking, oh my, he's reading my mind. I feel so stupid. Wow.
I'm dead.
I know. All right. So tell us a bit about Over.
Well, that song was written 5 months ago.
Oh, recently. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, recently. So what happened was the producer from Trinidad, WMG Labs, sent me the beat. And I listened to the beat and I was driving. I was like, And the idea came for me because I like listening to old soca.
Yeah, see, Bachelor.
Yeah.
That song.
Yes.
But Sharon's actually mentioned it before.
Yeah, so I'm like, I've heard this before.
Yeah.
This sounds familiar.
Exactly, right? but the thing is, what I do with my music, I try to give people like a familiar sound so that
Yeah.
resonate with them, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, because I like the old school music. I love old school soca. So so when I was there, like I listened and said, why don't you come over? And then that's how it came about. And then I have some good friends in Trinidad and Tobago, Addy Nine Garland, Empire Jason, who owns Empire Records.
Okay,
All right.
nice.
And they kind of like my day ones. They've been around me since I started music. And then one of his guys was putting out a song. And when I heard the rhythm, I was like, hey, I have a song in that rhythm. He said, yeah. I said, I wrote the song 5 months ago, but I haven't recorded it. So then I called the producer and he said, okay, today's Friday, go and record the song, send the song for me tomorrow, and we will release it on Tuesday.
That's
amazing.
Wow. See, but I like that.
Proper quick turnaround.
But that's the whole thing. You need to work for it,
Yeah.
I like it. I like
play
it.
games,
You can't
man.
imagine saying, nah, this weekend I got plans. I'm sorry.
Yeah, can you imagine?
Yeah. You're not on the rhythm. It's fine. But then,
Exactly.
Yeah, like I had to drive 1 hour to go record that song, come back.
Yikes.
And it turned out to be the top song on the rhythm. So I'm happy with that,
Yeah,
Nice.
and that's why it's on our number 2 as well. I like it. Definitely.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's good.
That's it.
So let's have a listen to Kyng Moses and Over.
This one's for the girls on day. Coming out with all your friends. Things I go mass. Hey, I tell she, why don't you come over, come over? Hey, I tell she, why don't you come over, come over? Hey, I was invited to a Shatters party when I bounced up a real nice shotty. Body fit and she dressed up nice. 38 against 35, sophisticated and black. Wanted to put a goulash on that. If you see the front and the back, you will say, good Lord, it's amazing. I tell she, why don't you come over, come over? Hey, I tell she, why don't you come over, come over? Hey.
What's number 3? Go on, just ruin the thing now. Go on. What's number 3? I'm upset.
Don't be upset.
Use your mental abilities to guess.
Yeah, go on. Just read my mind. Go on. What's
Of course.
number 3?
I'll have to say Mario.
No, wrong.
She's just making it up now, of course. She's upset.
No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. It is Mario. It is Mario. Let me not be silly.
Yeah.
So, tell us a bit about Mario.
Mario again was a song I wrote in 2020,
Okay.
and it's probably one of the first songs I wrote, but I just kind of had it there.
Mm-hmm.
And then again, once I get the rhythm, I kind of went back in,
Mm-hmm.
changed up a couple of things, tighten up the melody, and I
Okay.
recorded on that, and then it turned out good, So I'm happy about that.
Yeah,
Nice.
nice. And I see what you mean with the that you want the identifiable sound. My
Yeah,
God,
Yeah.
my English
Yeah.
sometimes just sweep it under the rug.
Okay.
That's the whole thing. But yeah, you have identifiable parts in your music. So Mario is very identifiable.
Yeah.
Playing Moss, it's in my head the whole effing time.
Yes.
Over is same thing. So you always like
Yeah.
I know the song,
Like
and
it's
that's
catchy.
exactly
Yeah.
catchy. That's the word. Thank
Oh,
you.
that's the word you were looking for.
Identifiable. Oh my God.
Okay. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, very, very like I try to create very catchy choruses.
Yeah.
And you do exactly. Yeah. So up next, Kyng Moses, Mary O.
Look at Mary fit. Look at Mary fine. Look at Mary fit. Look at Mary bet she back and doing the nanny web. Because Miss Mary, oh, she jamming on the job. Cause Miss Mary, oh, yo, she jamming on the job. Things I go mass. Mary Ben, she back, she doing the nanny wine. I'm coming up from behind, I tipping a little wine. Watch me, some police say it's a crime, but boy ain't doing no time. I ain't missing carnival, this year is back and out. Me head frost, it's time to play mass. I depress the gas, don't let that bomb pass. I say cent, 5 cent, 10 cent, dollar. Ask her what the matter, jam on somebody data.
I have another question for you. So,
Okay.
If you were to be stuck in an elevator with any soca artist, who would it be and why?
Does it have to be, can it be past and present?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I get two choices?
No, now you're being
No,
greedy. No, because
Go with
I'm
your
already
number
upset
one.
with you because you ruined you ruined my life.
The whole life.
I'm such a drama queen, I swear. All right, go on, go with 2. I'll let you off this time.
Okay, so if I was to go with an old school soca artist, I would have to say the Mighty Shadow.
Yeah.
The reason
Okay,
why,
yeah.
the reason why, because I love his story. I love his his art of storytelling, his creativity, and the fact that he learned how to play the guitar himself.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
He spent hours and hours strumming the guitar just to catch a melody, and I like that, it's kind of Africa have. For present day, I'll have to say Bungee Garden.
Nice.
Yeah, Bungie.
I like that choice though.
Yeah.
Because
Why
he's
Bungie?
also I noticed that he's also going against the mainstream. Basically, he's always releasing something a bit different than what everybody else is doing.
Yeah.
You know,
Exactly. That's why I gravitate towards Bungee
I get that.
Okay.
Yeah,
a lot more.
I get that.
Yeah.
Nice.
I still think it's a sad thing because I love everything that Bungie releases, but I know I'm not gonna hear it on a Fed. It's too different. It's too
Yeah. Well, there are a few of his songs that I
Big
play
Bad
regularly.
Soca.
Yeah.
Big Bad Soca. Yeah.
Because if it's like that song, Carnaval Tabanca, oh man.
Oh
what a,
yeah.
what
But
a song.
he has several he has several power songs as well that I'm upset about that they don't play it.
Yeah, they're very underrated. Some of them. Yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
absolutely.
Yeah.
But that's a whole different discussion again.
Yeah, but he's a great artist. He is who I want to be in the elevator with and be like, hey, listen. you know.
What would you ask him? I'm gonna follow up question this.
Yeah, go on.
Well, I've been we will probably ask him what keeps him going. I know that soca don't have a genre, and we are still fighting to get soca genre its own genre.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
True.
So the thing is, I just will kind of want to ask him, how did he persevere throughout, the years, the ups and downs, producer to stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because to be honest with you, I had a really tough road coming into this music.
Yeah, I can imagine.
In the industry, some of the people who I look up to in the music industry, and I still do. You know what I mean? Because I'm a humble person. I still I still buy it, I still listen to the music. But when you try to reach out to some people, they don't reach back to you. You're like, oh man,
that's it.
That's
it.
So yeah.
I think it comes back to what I said as well, that there's basically a wall around the current great names, and it's very difficult to break down that wall or have a door in it and leave it open on just a little bit to just peek in.
Yeah,
it's a tricky role, I think.
Definitely.
It's a small genre, and it brings its problems with it as well, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because soca could be big. Soca could be
so
big.
I still believe it will be big. I'm not sure when.
I don't know about that, man.
No?
I'm not sure when,
I've lost
but
hope.
it will be.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Because look what happened to Afrobeats.
That's exactly what I mean.
Blew up.
Exactly. And this is so funny because before I got into soca, I got into Afrobeats actually. And that's because I lived in Uganda for a while, so I was, obviously I like music, so I go in there and I look around what the music is, and I liked, it's awesome. But it was still on a lower level, so to say, than actual. They were doing amazing things, but they didn't have the right tools and to make it actually mainstream. And then after I came back, I was just looking into the Nigerian side of things, Wizkid. I actually started a website back then.
Oh wow!
Yeah, updating everybody with the newest Afrobeat song. This is 2000.
Research.
Yeah, that's my middle name, and I love doing it. And then I stopped doing that because work and you don't have time for that. I think a year later it just exploded.
Yeah.
Wizkid became some sort of millionaire super artist, you know. And I just saw him in the
Afrobeat
smallest.
god.
Yeah, because he used to perform like a pub in my home city, you know.
Yeah,
It's like a
yeah,
small
yeah.
area with 100 people.
Yep,
Now he
yep.
sells out entire football stadiums, basically.
Literally.
It's amazing how things can go. I'm telling you.
Definitely.
I still see it happen for Soca. Absolutely.
Well, you know,
Definitely.
I'm gonna keep on going. You know, I'm just gonna keep on pushing.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
You know, I want to come to your country and perform. So I hope you guys gonna get me in on some shows.
Yeah.
You know we live in 2 different countries, right? Are you aware of this?
Really?
Yeah. So I live in London and he lives in Rotterdam in the Netherlands.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I thought he was over in London.
I am now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's in London now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, but to be honest, the soca scene in the Netherlands is abysmal. It's
A
about
bit small.
abysmal.
Oh, I thought you said a bit small.
Also a bit small.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is abysmal. Yeah, it is.
It's. I think there's one big soca group which is called the Dutch Soca Lovers.
Yep.
Big up the Dutch Soca Lovers. But there's, I think, max 200 people in it, and that's the entire Netherlands done.
Yeah.
There's people who like it. There's people who will never hear of it in their lives, probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, come to London. I think there's better opportunities here.
Yeah, definitely.
So you're based in Canada right now, right?
Yes. I'm based out of Toronto. Yes.
Yeah.
Toronto.
Toronto.
Okay, I was in Toronto in 2019.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
I was there around like Canada Day.
Canada. Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Yes. Okay.
so I went to like Soca Brainwash.
Oh,
What's his name? The Soca Prince. He had
yeah.
a fete at that place with like the swimming pool and stuff like that. I can't remember what the place was called. It's got like a swimming pool in the middle. Oh, it was sick. It was actually sick. And they had like quite a few soca parties that I went to as well. I was quite shocked actually.
Yeah, it was a lot. A lot of parties.
Yeah, around that time. And I literally just went there for chance. I didn't
Oh,
go
really?
there for soca. I went there. There was like something called the Takeover Weekend. So it was meant to be like dancehall. I think Tony Matterhorn was supposed to be there and like some other artists. And the event flopped. So I don't think none of the artists actually showed up.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and then some of their events got cancelled. I booked a VIP package. I didn't get anything VIP. So I actually got a refund in the end. But just by chance, I just saw, obviously, Private Ryan was advertising Soca Brainwash, and it was like on one of the same days as an event from the Takeover Weekend. And I was like, do you know what? This has been a flop so far since I've been here. Let me go to Soca Brainwash. And my life just went from 0 to 100 real quick. Yeah. And I went completely on my own. I'd never been to Canada in my life. I didn't know anyone in Toronto either. So I literally just went solo. Yeah. And I just spoke to anyone I saw. Like when I went to bars and stuff, I would just talk to people. They probably thought I was crazy, but like a lot of them actually responded to me. So yeah, it was it's nice, man. I loved it. I'm planning on going back. So if I do go back, I'ma holla at you. That's it, man. But thank you so much for coming on. We've asked all the questions that we have. Do you have anything to add, RKO?
No, I really enjoyed this discussion as usual. To be honest,
exactly.
Like, it's always nice that you know you're open. You're talking about things. We're learning. It's great. Thank you so much.
Definitely, very interesting. You're a very interesting person.
Absolutely, yeah. I think we're gonna hear great things in the future.
Definitely.
You've been listening to the Soca Chronicles.